This is Musician Wellness Month Lacrosse Ball Day. This one comes specifically from Sports Authority, but you can find these at most of your sporting goods stores, such as Big 5 Sporting Goods or Dick's Sporting Goods, depending on what's in your area. I prefer the lacrosse ball because it adds an extra bit of resistance to it, so I feel like I can really dig into my deep tissue muscles, but you can also use a tennis ball if your body is a little bit more receptive to that. So make sure that you find whether the lacrosse ball or the tennis ball is going to feel best for you. What we're going to do with these today is a little bit of an at-home self-care massage type exercise, I guess. And so you can do a bunch of different things for my flutists. A lot of our tension happens to be down along our neck and through the space between our spine and our shoulder blades. So we're going to start there first. I'm going to use this brick wall because that's what's here, but I would recommend trying to find a flat one that's sturdy, or if you're looking for a deeper pressure point for your muscles, you can actually lay it on the ground and put the ball between you and the ground. So what I'm going to do is put this ball between my shoulder and the wall. And as I'm here, I'm going to roll up and down in that area, really feeling for any of my tight spots. And when I find one, if there's one that's particularly spiky or painful, you might want to sit on it, and you can pressurize yourself back into the wall. And then when you find those spots, just sit and breathe. You can go side to side as well. The biggest thing that I'm going to caution you on with this is don't roll over your spine, because that hurts really bad. So you can do this within your shoulder blade area. What I like to do on the floor is actually lay on it and roll all the way along next to my spine, not on it, through my postural muscles, and that feels really good. And I can go all the way down through my back with that. Another area that we can massage this flutist with the lacrosse ball is our pectoral region, and you can do this one of two different ways. You can just use the palm of your other hand and press it into that region, getting really close to the collarbone, but not right on top of it. Or you can also place this lacrosse ball between you and maybe a doorway, so that your body still has the ability to wrap around a little bit, and you can roll on it that way as well. The other most important area for my flutist to massage with a lacrosse ball or a tennis ball, depending on what you decided to get, is our forearms. Our tendons and our muscles in our forearms with the flute, they definitely get a workout. So you might find that this area particularly is really sensitive to the lacrosse ball, so be careful with how much pressure that you're putting on it, because it can hurt pretty quickly. So always listen to your body. And this is a good way to dig into the muscles of our forearm, but also stretch out some of the tendons as well. And I would also recommend either finding a table, if I had a table here, a table to roll along, or even a flat, smooth wall as well, and just rolling along like this. Of course, make sure that you are using the lacrosse ball evenly on both sides of your body. Listen to your body and see what it can accept. If you get a lacrosse ball and the lacrosse ball feels too hard or it's just too painful, switch to a tennis ball, and vice versa. If the tennis ball doesn't really feel like it's doing anything for you, then switch to a lacrosse ball. The painful areas that we feel are layers within our deep muscle tissues that are really, really tense. And so if you can lean on them or lay on them on the ground with this ball in between you and sit and breathe, it's going to promote blood flow to that area to help get rid of any of the toxins that have built up there and increase oxygen and healing. So feel free, if you haven't already, to go purchase either a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball. I really appreciate these, especially when I can't make it to my massage therapist. It's a good way for me to still be able to dig into those tight areas and release some of the tension that I'm feeling. So enjoy, and I will see you tomorrow.